y'all? It's John Master Lee here, and today we're going to check out Getting Over It, a speedrun that was completed in less than 2 freaking minutes. Oh, what the hell? This will be interesting because the developer, Bennett, Foddy, also reacts to this, so I'm curious to hear what he has to say about this, because I am certain he never would have anticipated anybody to have been able to beat this game in that kind of lightning speed. I'm also curious to see if this speedrunner took advantage of any glitching or bug in the game, because I honestly just can't fathom how someone could... Yeah, it's crazy. Alright, let's check this out. And away we go.
While this guy's getting warmed up, I just wanted to say, watching these world record runs always gets me thinking about the relationship between game designers and speedrunners. It's like quite an unusual relationship in a certain way. And speedrunners aren't like the normal streamers and YouTubers
It's interesting, he's already kind of messed up a little bit here and there.
Play games when they come out. You know, if you watch those people playing a game, they're struggling to learn the systems and to master them, just like you would if you were playing it yourself. And if you're the game designer watching a normal stream, you're thinking to yourself, yeah, that's working pretty much exactly as I planned. Watching speedruns isn't like that. I think in a way, the role of the speedrunner is like the exact opposite of the role of the game designer. A game designer painstakingly carves a beautiful sculpture out of wood, first chiseling it out of a raw block and then gradually rounding off any rough edges, making sure it works when it's viewed from any angle. The speedrunner takes that sculpture and they look it over carefully from top to bottom, from every angle, and deeply understand it, and they appreciate all the work that went into the design, all of the strengths, all of the weak points.
Alright, first off, this isn't a reaction, this is more like developer commentary, but it's interesting nonetheless.
And then, having understood it perfectly, they break it over their knee. Well, that's why I love speedrunners.
That's it. Oh my god. That's it. Alright, so this dude, Loch Ness 06. Let's check out his YouTube channel here because I'm curious how long he's been trying here. He's been doing speedrun for this game for a couple of years now, and you can tell he's been really honing his craft here. But from what I can tell here, one of his earliest speedruns was from December 2017. Let's check this out just as a comparison. I just love the whole premise of this game. It's so utterly simple, but so infuriatingly hard. Oh yeah, you could tell there's a huge difference. He's much more deliberate about taking his time from one section to the next, just to make sure he doesn't fall down. You know, the latest speed run, he's just blazing through it. Boom, 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 boom. Just rapid procession. Like even here, he's much more thoughtful about the swing, hooking it, the swing, hooking it. Almost a little bit uncertain there even. Ooh! Oh my god. Oh my god. Just watching him play brings back flashbacks of when I used to play this and how it just gave me heart attacks, many strokes. Oh god, it was so stressful. Honestly, just probably one of the top 5 most stressful games I've ever played. I never actually beat it though. Oh, this part's hard. Come on, buddy. Oh, it's insane. This is still insanely impressive. And mind you, right, this I'm sure was filmed after many tries to even get to this point. So he's been probably playing this game for a year or 2 or 3 even before this. And once you get to this height, it's always just so scary, just because it's so unclear of what you got to do for the final part of this game. You don't see it. You have to make huge leaps of faith, which means that until you actually do it, you're literally starting all over again, right? Like, that's the scary part. And back then, yeah, I guess there were enough YouTubers who were making videos about this that you could kind of see to make sure that you can at least follow some sort of path. But man, imagine trying to beat this game in this kind of scenario when there was no other examples out there. Like, this is your first time at getting to outer space like this, and just trying to make sure you know which way to propel yourself. Oh, it must have been utterly frustrating. There you go, my man. There you go. That was that was insane. I also love how the developer put this little gate at the end, right? About how making sure that people don't share how they got here to not ruin it for other people. I don't know how I feel about that, but it's an interesting tactic to try to create this sort of insider club feel to it. Yeah, so that was ridiculously impressive. And going back to what Bennett was talking about, it is an interesting dichotomy with speedrunners, right? It's not one of those things that I think game developers, until maybe in the last couple of years, have really sort of factored into something that was part of a gaming experience, right? You don't design a game so that someone could twist it in a way, break it in a way, and beat it in a way that you never intended. Now, quite frankly, this guy here who did the speed run did it straight up legit. There's a lot of speed runs who don't do legit or are finding glitches. And, you know, at that point, I don't think it's in the hands of developers to say whether they like it or not and what kind of impact it has, because, you know, at that point, the person already paid for it and they can play however they like. If they want to play through the glitches, if they want to, you know, play through the exact path that the developer created, perfectly fine. I can get it if it's one of those games where there's microtransactions and it's a multiplayer game. You don't want people breaking scenarios like that. But otherwise, for me, speedruns are a beautiful thing born from a grassroots effort from gamers, and this is a beautiful example of it. I just bow down to this guy. I'm literally still in shock that this happened, and I still feel, you know, a little bit of a heart palpitation here just still thinking about it. But oh my God, ridiculous.